The following portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by Food City.
It is Food City Friday, and like I said earlier, Chef Julie is here. And Julie, you were telling me this is kind of like apple pie and cinnamon rolls, just and all the best parts of those kind of combined in.
It is, and I love fall. It is my favorite season, and I wanted to do something special for this segment since it was, fall just started a few days ago. So I took an old classic of mine, the cinnamon roll biscuit, that we used on The Next Great Baker and won. And I've just played with the ingredients. So I've added pumpkin pie spice, there's apple in there, we got pecans, dark brown sugar, maple syrup, all kinds of yummy.
That is fall on a plate.
That's fall on a plate. So it's everything you love about fall put into one recipe.
Yes.
So let's get going on the biscuit part. I've got 3 cups of flour, and I like to use white lily flour because it's such a nice light, it's low in gluten. And I'll let you put in this pumpkin pie spice. Okay, got about a teaspoon of that.
Try to spread it around there a little bit.
And this is 3 tablespoons of white sugar. And then you can put in the 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder. Go to bakingwithjulie.com for the recipe. It's all there, every little bit. You won't miss a thing. Now the next part is what I kind of do when I'm making pastries is I like to use butter and I shred it in. This is cold butter. It's really important that it's cold. And this will take just a moment. I can't really rush that part.
Why is the shredding a good thing for you?
It cuts it in a lot quicker.
Okay.
And it's just a really good way to work a fat into a flour. And especially when you're using butter. Shortening is soft if you use shortening, but butter's hard. And so doing it this way, it's a little quicker, and I think the results are better. You want to have discrete pieces of your butter anyway. It makes it flakier.
And it's what you're looking for, is that
That's
flaky
what you're
dough.
looking for, exactly. Now I'll let you do the other fun part here in a second. I still use a pastry blender at the end to finish just that last little bit of kind of forming it in there.
Right.
And that works pretty good.
And you're getting all that butter
I got to get it all. It's 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter.
All right. Use the real butter.
Yes, I only use real butter, and go ahead and cut that in for us. And yeah, I like to use unsalted. Bakers are control freaks, basically. So we want to control everything, and I like to control how much salt is in my food. And so with unsalted butter, I can use it for anything. Like you would never make frosting with salted butter. That would just be a little crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so that's great. So one thing that makes this recipe different already is we put spice in here. This is the other thing. This is buttermilk and pumpkin mixed together.
Okay.
So when
an odd combination, but it's going to work out.
When you play with the recipe and you want to change flavors, you need to keep your liquid content the same.
Okay.
So I needed a certain amount of liquid, and I just put pumpkin in, and then I use buttermilk for the rest. So that goes in
just like
next.
Pumpkin puree that you put in there?
Yeah, canned pumpkin.
Right.
Or you can make your own puree if you've got more time than I do. But I'd like to use the canned pumpkin.
Okay.
And then I've got, where's my big fork? Where did it go? It's over there. There it is.
There you go.
I use a big fork and just kind of toss this around.
Okay.
I don't use a spoon. I use a fork and kind of toss it around to get all of that good mixed together. And you just want to do it until it comes together. You don't want to overmix biscuit dough. You don't want to get that gluten worked up. So the way I try to make a soft biscuit, number 1, don't overwork it, but number 2, start with a flour that is lower in gluten anyway, and so that kind of helps out a bit.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're going to work this together.
I'm going to work this together.
And this is going to be the base for these cinnamon rolls.
And this will be the base for the cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
Yep, and what I have, and I'll finish that here in just a minute.
All right, we're going to come back here in a minute. She's going to finish these up, show us that finished dough for this. This is going to be the end product.
Yes.
It is going to be so good. I can't wait.
It's tasty.
I cannot wait. Folks, everything you've seen here today, you can go to bakingwithjulie.com, but for all the ingredients, go to foodcity.com.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by Food City.